As of now, it's believed that Caleb Williams will be the #1 overall pick for the 2024 NFL Draft in a year from now. So I thought it'd be fun to look back at the 6 players who were ranked ahead of him for the 2021 recruiting class, some of whom are putting together amazing college careers, while others are failing to live up to expectations. Before we talk about the players ranked ahead of Williams, let's talk about his story. Caleb Williams is originally from the Washington, D.C. area and started his college career at Oklahoma, where he took over the starting quarterback job midway through the 2021 season. He put up big numbers and many felt he should be in the Heisman conversation. When head coach Lincoln Riley shocked the world and chose to take the head coaching job at USC, Williams decided to follow him. He passed for 4,537 yards and 42 touchdowns with only 5 interceptions in 2022, while also rushing for 1,027 yards and 12 touchdowns en route to winning the Heisman Trophy and leading USC to an 11-3 record and a spot in the Cotton Bowl. He has lived up to the hype so far in college, but will look to continue that success this upcoming season as he tries to lead USC to the college football playoffs. Tommy Brockermeyer was the 6th best player in the 2021 recruiting cycle and is the son of former Texas Longhorn and NFL player Blake Brockermeyer. He also has 2 brothers who play college football as well. James plays at Alabama while Luke plays at Texas. Coming out of high school, Brockermeyer had over 25 different offers and chose to play at Alabama over Texas. He would not get much playing time at Alabama his first 2 seasons, only seeing action in 2 games. After this past season, he decided to enter the transfer portal, where he was rated as a 4-star recruit and the 79th best player in the portal. He would transfer to TCU, moving closer to home. His twin brother James saw action in 2 games for Bama this year and is still on the roster. Coming out of high school, Jack Sawyer made an immediate name for himself when he performed extremely well during the Buckeye Spring Game in 2021. He grew up in Pickerington, Ohio, and played football and basketball at Pickerington High School North. Coming out of high school, he had over 13 different Division I offers, but chose to commit to Ohio State in February of 2019. During his freshman year, he recorded 11 tackles, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble in 11 games. This past season, he had 35 tackles, 6.5 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks, and 1 pass deflection in 13 games. He experimented playing the jack position, which is a hybrid of the defensive end and linebacker position, but ultimately decided to focus solely on the defensive end position this coming season. According to Walter Football, Sawyer is projected to be a future top 20 pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. JT Tuimoloau played high school football at Eastside Catholic, where he helped lead the team to back-to-back Washington 3A state championship games before his senior season was canceled due to the global events going on at the time. During his junior year, he had 64 tackles, 15 tackles for loss, and 11 sacks. Tuimoloau made headlines when he decided to postpone his college commitment to the summer of 2021, months after National Signing Day. This was because he wanted to visit college campuses in person after restrictions were lifted. He committed to Ohio State over Oregon, Alabama, USC, and Washington, enrolling at the end of July. He played in 11 games as a freshman, recording 17 tackles, 4.5 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, and 1 pass deflection. He played even better last year, recording 28 tackles, 10.5 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, 4 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery, and a defensive touchdown. His breakout game came against Penn State when he had 2 interceptions, 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. He is projected to be a future top 15 NFL draft pick and may continue to raise his stock this coming season. He has shown flashes so far throughout his career, but will need to be more consistent this upcoming season. Sawyer and JT will lead a formidable front 7 this season for the Buckeyes. J.C. Latham was the 3rd best recruit in the 2021 recruiting class and is originally from Waukesha, Wisconsin. He started his high school football career playing at Catholic Memorial before transferring to IMG Academy. He started his playing career playing defensive end and dominated on the basketball court. When he got to IMG, he moved over to the offensive line. He was one of the top-rated offensive linemen in his recruiting class and committed to Alabama in June of 2020 over the likes of LSU and Ohio State. As a freshman, he mainly served as the backup, playing in 14 games, but took over the starting right tackle spot in 2022. Going to this year, he is viewed as a future top 10 pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, according to Walter Football, who projects him going 7th overall to the Atlanta Falcons. He has the power to start at guard and athleticism to be a tackle, making him a very versatile prospect. Corey Foreman was originally the #1 rated player in the 2021 recruiting class before the next player I'm going to talk to decided to reclassify. Foreman attended Sentinel High School in Corona, California, where he put together a strong 3-year career, leading to him being named an Under Armour All-American before his senior season was canceled due to the ongoing global events at the time. Foreman originally committed to Clemson in April of 2020, but would later decommit due to their no-visit policy. He would eventually choose to stay close to home, committing to USC over the likes of Georgia and LSU in January of 2021. Being viewed as the best defensive prospect in the class meant there were high expectations for Foreman, and some may argue he failed to live up to those expectations so far. He played in 11 games as a freshman, recording 11 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss, and 2.5 sacks. In 2022, he played in 12 games, recording 13 tackles, a tackle for loss, and a game-stealing interception against UCLA. This offseason, Foreman moved from the rush end to defensive end due to the lack of consistency in his play the last season. Lincoln Riley told On3 earlier this week, he's been able to stay on the field. He's been able to stay in workouts. He hasn't had a lot of time where he's been in and out of stuff. So what happens is you're starting to see him stack good days on top of each other. He has improved and is such a better player right now than he was 12 months ago. It's not even close. It is not even close, and the kid is really working hard. He's really taking some steps. If he keeps working the way he has been working this spring, he may have a very strong junior season and may be able to cause a lot of problems for opposing offenses. He's currently viewed as a bust if I'm being completely honest, but a strong season could change the narrative. Quinn Ewers was the #1 rated recruit for the 2021 recruiting class, but was originally a member of the 2022 recruiting class, before reclassifying. I have covered Ewers' story a few times on this channel, so I'm going to go over him really quickly. Ewers earned the rare distinction of having a composite rating of 1.0000 and committed to Ohio State. Between his sophomore and junior years of high school, he threw for 6,440 yards and 73 touchdowns. He played in one game at Ohio State and decided to transfer to Texas following the season, the school he originally committed to out of high school before flipping to the Buckeyes. He won the starting job and finished the year throwing for 2,177 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions as a redshirt freshman. He almost led the Longhorns to a win over Alabama before getting injured and had an up-and-down season. You either love Ewers or you think freshman Arch Manning will beat him out for the starting job this season. If Ewers has a strong season this year and leads Texas back to national relevance, then he could be a future top pick for the 2024 NFL Draft, which will include Caleb Williams and North Carolina quarterback Drake May. He has one of the best arms in the nation and should be more comfortable in Sark's offense this season. And those are the 6 players who were ranked ahead of Caleb Williams in the 2021 recruiting class. Who do you think is the best player on this list, and who is the biggest bust? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos right here. Don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe for more college football content. Thank you so much for watching. I could not be more thankful for y'all. You guys make this all possible for me, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.